4 top 25 matchups on the card for this weekend, but arguably the most exciting one, the battle of the quarterbacks in the Pac-12, as Michael Penix and Washington look to continue their momentum as they travel to the Coliseum to take on Caleb Williams and USC. But before we get into that, guys, I do want to remind you that it is Customer Appreciation Week over at Wager Talk. Some incredible deals and savings going on. For instance, $4.69 for the rest of the year for any of your favorite cappers over at Wager Talk. That's less than $59 per week for all their plays for the rest of the calendar year. And those deals carry over to Gold Sheet too, guys. Go check out Gold Sheet Wednesday through Sunday. Use the username WT free. That'll also be your password, and you'll get free access to the football and basketball information from Wednesday through Sunday this week. And as exciting as that is, guys, like I mentioned, this could be the most exciting game on the card, in my opinion. Washington is the only undefeated team left in this exciting Pac-12 conference this year, but just 0-3-1 against the spread in the last 4. Although USC has their own question marks. They barely pulled out the win last week against Cal thanks to a stopped 2-point conversion at the end of the game, sealing a 1-point win for this USC team, who has failed to cover 6 straight games now and have had 4 straight conference games decided by just 1 possession. This is the 3rd time USC has taken on a top 25 team, but they're 0-2 so far after their back-to-back losses against Notre Dame and Utah. But we still look at 2 of the most explosive offenses in the entire country. USC is the number 1 scoring offense in the conference, number 2 in the nation, putting up nearly 46 points per game, while Washington isn't far behind, 3rd in the conference, but still top 10 in the country, putting up over 40 points per game themselves and averaging over 500 yards of offense. Just one of 5 teams in the nation that can say that. But we knew at the beginning of the season, one of the storylines coming into this one would be the 2 quarterbacks, and Michael Penix has kind of taken over that storyline this year. Number 1 in the nation in passing yards per game, putting up over 368 yards through the air per game. He's 2nd in passing touchdowns, and he's also top 5 in yards per attempt. Where on the other side, Caleb Williams is coming off of his Heisman season. He actually still leads the nation with 25 passing touchdowns, but we look at what he's done in the last 3 weeks. Just 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions in those games against Notre Dame, Utah, and Cal. This USC team has been an over machine. They've gone over in 6 straight, but they've struggled as an underdog. They're just 6-19 against the spread in their last 25 games as an underdog, just 4-11 in conference play. So I do have to be siding with the Huskies, but I would definitely be looking at an over here with the way USC has performed. Their offense has been above average, while their defense has been well below average. And Washington's offense, as I mentioned, has been one of the best. I think it's hard for them to slow down this USC team, but I do think that they come away with the win here. But I would more confidently be looking at a total, as USC's games have seemingly flew over the total. As I mentioned, 6 straight games going over the total for the Trojans. We'll see how that line moves moving forward, but I would definitely be looking at the over and leaning towards the Huskies in this one, as USC has been on a tough stretch. Guys, though, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Get all the information that we've got coming for you in the coming days and weeks. You'll get notified instantly when you do it that way, but we made it a little easier. Plenty of videos on the screen for you guys to check out for some of the other football action we got going this weekend.